Today is August 7th, 2008. Good day, and welcome to our open dialogue with local MLA, Mr. Dennis Mackay. Dennis, I guess the question right now on a lot of people's minds in Smithers, as I do know the word's getting out, is the continued failed command within the children's ministry and how the team leader is putting children at risk through her continued criminal negligence, it seems. That became evident, as you're aware of, earlier this week when the Street Kids Project had to take firm hand with the local social worker under a criminal matter for her involvement in torture of the local community's people. It's not the first time this ministry has been called on torture, and my question is, why is this ministry involved in criminal activity when it's supposed to be policing their own, and that's just a fraudulent issue? Unfortunately, the very essence of that issue causes the collapse of the judicial system. So right now, two systems that really aren't working well in Smithers is the children's ministry, actually three, Crown Council and the judiciary. And I'm wondering when this government's going to get over their fraud and their criminal negligence and fix this issue. The fact of the issue is, I have documentation from Gordon Campbell from when he was the opposition leader of the opposition, even before he became premier, and he acknowledged the issues with the ministry. You folks have been in office for almost 8 years now, and yet we still have problems. You know, we've had the Grove report, we've had the KPMG report, we've had the Hughes report, and what we have here is just a ministry that's criminally negligent in violation of criminal statutes. And quite frankly, it corrupts any thought of a democratic society in Canada, because it is in fact an illegal dictatorship. You've had 8 years to fix it. It's not fixed. That's because you have no intention to fix it. That's a criminal matter. This government has a legal responsibility to either fix it or dismantle it. At this point in time, this government is in violation of criminal statutes, Mr. Mackay, and you are a representative. I'd like to know what this government's going to do about that. I don't think you're going to do anything. I think this community is just being jacked around by Premier Gordon Campbell, and we should send Premier Gordon Campbell a very strong message come the election, even if that means dismantling your political career, Dennis. Because I can't see where you're representing the people here. We don't have any services. The liberal leeches have raped this community for services. And what little few services we do have, they're all dysfunctional. They don't work properly because they're underfunded. And you've got workers in there that think it's their God-given right to break the law. Well, you know what? No, it's not. And the only reason they get away with that is because they don't police themselves. Now, I don't think the ministry should be policing their own. I think they should be policed by the RCMP. And that's going to be an election issue, I assure you. I assure you, Mr. Mackay, that will be an election issue. It's time for the corruption in the ministry to be put down, even if that means dismantling the ministry or the government that continues to allow it. And quite frankly, Dennis, I think you should get over your fraud to this community and start being a very strong spokesman to Mr. Campbell. Good day, sir.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself!
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
No! Wrong!
Sons of bitches.